Pull up my mic. All right, here we go. Morning thoughts, morning thoughts, morning thoughts. Shout out to Kelly C1. Thank you for being here. Cliff, Lindsay, thank you for being here. Miss Goldie Robinson and Nicole Bazaar, good morning, and thank you for being here. Shout out to the people going out to work this morning. Shout out to the people coming in from work this morning. Extra special, big up, shout out to the people who work multiple jobs. I have the utmost respect for you. Shout out to the entrepreneurs, the stay-at-home moms and pops, the retirees. Shout out to the Uber driver, Lyft driver, delivery driver, the truck drivers. Shout out to my brother TriStar's trucking vlogs on YouTube. Go support my brother's channel and tell him SouFLoTV sent you. Shout out to every clean-hearted, good-hearted person who wants good for others as much as they want good for themselves. You are a good person to be respected. What's up? It's the freaking weekend, baby! Ha ha! Clap it up, clap it up, clap it up. Welcome to Friday. Give yourself a hand. You made it through the week, and here we are. Man, we got some stuff to talk about this morning. We're going to start off by talking about, I don't know if you know it, but let me put it like this. I got a video clip here of a woman who executed her ex-girlfriend on video camera. This just happened. This actually happened yesterday. But before we talk about that and look at this video clip, because there's a broad conversation around that, let's just in passing talk about Shock G for a minute, Black Rob for a minute, and of course, you know, DMX. For me, all these people are legends. All these people are my whole childhood as far as hip hop goes, you know? So to see them passing, it's like, wow, all the people you grew up with are passing. Kind of looks like your time is somewhere soon. I don't know. That's how I feel. That's how I feel. Now, Black Rob is, for those of you who are young and don't remember or don't know, Black Rob had his biggest song was a song called Whoa. And when Whoa dropped back in the day, Whoa was huge. I still haven't seen none of these new hip hop artists, rap artists, none of them recaptured the wave of these artists back then. Today, this is to show you also how fast your time goes by. Like how even if you gain stardom, it's for a fleeting moment. Because I think Black Rob lived longer as someone who never made it and someone who struggled than he actually did live in the limelight, that superstar life. You know what I'm saying? I look at other people's life and I look at myself and it's like, I gauge myself off of wise people do that. So anyhow, Black Rob, whoa. I had this bad chick uptown, she was whoa. Had me messed up in the head, I mean, whoa. Gave the girl diamonds and pearls, I mean, whoa. Should have seen the light gleaming on my wrist, whoa. That thing was big. It was huge. And then, of course, Shock G just passed away. I think Shock G passed away yesterday at the age of 52, I believe it was. Somebody is going to correct me in the comment section. Now, Shock G was from Digital Underground. And if you want to talk about artists being original, weird if you want to call them weird, but still conscious at the same time, Shock G was one of those people. You know, Shock G is responsible for bringing Tupac Shakur to the forefront. Shock G was the one that put Tupac on a stage, had him touring with Digital Underground, and the rest is history. We now know Tupac Shakur, the legend, right? So Shock G's biggest song was Humpty Hump. That's back when music was somewhat innocent. You know, here's your chance to do the dance, do the hump. Go on, do it, baby. Do the Humpty Hump. Everybody do the Humpty Hump. Do it, baby. That and his famous line, I once got busy in a Burger King bathroom. Like, he was responsible for so much. And I remember watching Shock G's interview not too long ago. You know, he's a grown man now. The hair is grayed up and all these things. Brother was still looking good. He looked healthy. You know, he was still talking conscious, and he was talking about Tupac. And he started to cry, man, like not just like shed a tear cry. He started to like really cry. And him and Tupac were really, really close. And you could tell it really hurt him. But I remember him talking about Pac, and he said, you know, things started going left, and he couldn't understand it. Why Tupac started hanging with like hardcore gangsters, real street people, and took on this whole other persona, blah, blah, blah. But he always told him that he didn't want that for him. And, you know, Pac had so much to give. And he just couldn't even finish the interview. He couldn't even finish that part of the interview. They had to switch it up. So shout out to Shock G, rest in Uhuru. Shout out to Black Rob, rest in Uhuru. Black Rob went through it. You know, he went through his ups and downs as well, his struggles, and now they're all gone. They're all gone. So my hip hop legends from my generation, my time, are passing by. Yeah, I put Vaseline on my lips. I don't want crusty lips. So that's what it is, man. Shout out to Shock G. Now we're gonna move on and talk about this whole situation here with these ladies. My phone is about to die, so I'm going to play the video now. I'm gonna play the video, and then we're gonna have a conversation about the video. Let me set the video up first. I'm gonna play the news clip, and you're going to see the video of her running down on the girl, gun out, everything. But it's going to stop right before she pulls the trigger. Like I said, we cannot play brains getting splattered and people getting shot in the head on graphically on YouTube. YouTube will not promote, but YouTube will not condone such. You can have your whole channel removed for something like that. So from the frying pan into the fire is what I call this. Woman kills her ex on camera. And my whole argument around this is, let's get to it. Let's get to it. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Novella Taylor, good morning. Thank you for being here. So, boom. You know how New Yorkers be talking, so boom. Let me get to it. All right, so that's the video is going to play, right? The video is going to play. This was yesterday. Play the whole reel of the news clip for you.
Shot point blank in the middle of a sidewalk in Brooklyn. The victim collapsed just steps from a deli in Park Slope. And tonight we have chilling surveillance video of the crime that can only be described as an execution. News 4's Ida Siegel live from the 78th precinct with new information on the person who police say now pulled the trigger. Ida.
And Natalie, the person who police had been searching for and who they've been questioning all evening or learning in just the last few minutes, has now been charged with murder. She's a 38-year-old woman, and she is from the Bronx. She had actually turned herself in to the police station behind me here earlier this evening, and she is the woman whose face appears front and center in an especially disturbing
HD
security video.
The surveillance video is clear as day and instantly disturbing. We froze it just as you see a woman dressed in black come up from behind another woman and pull out a gun to shoot her in the head.
I was doing my work here. Just I got the shot. We looked and see the lady down.
It happened outside the Natural Plus bodega on 4th Avenue in broad daylight. The victim was walking inside the store at the time, a place workers say she visits often.
I know this woman, she's a very nice lady, very nice. It's sad, you know, to see the lady going down like that, you know.
She had a fatal wound, someone said, to the head. And then as they were loading her, one of the paramedics were doing chest compressions while they were loading her into the ambulance.
Tonight, law enforcement sources say the woman with the gun is an ex-girlfriend, and she turned herself into police hours after the shooting. Neighbors say the victim, known to them as Nichelle Thomas, lives just a couple blocks away from where she was killed.
I was devastated. I couldn't believe it. I played with her dogs. It was really a nice person.
Neighbors who asked not to be identified tell me Nichelle and her ex-girlfriend had a volatile relationship, fighting often. How that escalated to murder is unclear.
Didn't even give her a chance. I mean, she didn't see or feel anything, you know? And it's very sad. I'm really upset about it.
All right.
It's a door at the time, a place workers say she visits often.
So you can go watch the whole clip, right? And this is playing right now on 4 New York. So I'm just Google 4 New York, press it and watch the video and listen to everything that they said. However, what I want to talk about is, you see, man, listen, I said this all the time. I say this all the time. Y'all heard me or y'all hear me. Fixing yourself is very important. Whether you want to do it earlier or you want to do it later on in life, you're going to have to fix yourself in order to find better results. You know what I'm saying? What she did was cold, cruel, callous, wicked. And the reason why she did it is crazy. But we're used to seeing this, especially us in the Jamaican sphere. We're used to seeing this being the other way around. So, whoa, the man them a kill off the woman them like that. G's on peace. I heard many women say, maybe we're gonna have to leave men and go be with women. In my lifetime, I've known quite a few females that actually did leave men to go be with women. I even know females that have children already, and now their children have to walk around with 2 moms because mommy has a woman as a boyfriend. And I always joke with my wife when I see certain types of female, you know, I not joke, but I say it jokingly. She looked like a New York dyke. And the reason why I say that is because if you're in New York and you see the type of person I'm talking about, like they dress like a dude, they posture like a man, you know, they posture like a aggressive man, a lot of them. Not saying all of them, but you could tell them, I could tell them from a mile away when I see them. You know what I mean? It's like they post up and it's like, yo, what up? That was good. You all right? Yeah, yeah. Like an aggressive street dude, they carry that persona. And then I see these women that have children even that are with these women, right? And their thing is they've had abused by men before, so they're sworn off men. They're sworn off men. I'm not talking about those who were traumatized from childhood events where men violated them. Adina Howard is one of those people, the famous singer Adina Howard, who is also Jamaican. She's one of those people. Like she said, growing up in Jamaica, she was raped multiple times. Nothing came out of it. So she swore off women. She swore off men. And Adina, which is probably the first or the only Jamaican-born artist to come out internationally as gay, homosexual. She's with women. She's with a woman or women. She's into women. And a part of it has to do with how she was raised and molested and abused, you know? So I'm not talking about those people in this conversation because some people like to take things out of context. So let's put it in context. I am talking about the people who go from relationship to relationship saying everything is wrong with everybody else. And they don't see that the last 5, 6 people they were with, they had something to do with why that relationship fell apart. The end result, the end message I want, before I go blabbering my mouth, the end message I want you to get from this is, it doesn't matter where you go or who you go with, you will always have the same problems. You will always attract the same type of energy to yourself if you don't fix yourself. Now, I went searching. Shout out to Brains in the Beat. That's Wifey. Wifey sent me this, right? Because I said last night, I don't know what I'm going to talk about in the morning. I'm tired. I'm going to bed. I've been looking up stuff. I asked my audience to send me stuff. So it's the show is interesting, entertaining. and it's something people want to talk about. I didn't get any feedback from the audience as what to speak to. Wifey send me these things all the time. So she sent me this. I saw it this morning, and I thought, let me go look this up, search and see, and boom, I found the clip, the video clip. Boom, I found other sites that have comments from about these two females, and they know them. The girl that was killed, she is one of those females. She wasn't always a lesbian. She's one of those females that had volatile relationships with men, and had so many volatile relationships with men that she eventually became one of the females that said, ain't no good man left in the world. They're all dogs. It's all them. They're all, and she left women. I don't even want to deal with men no more. I don't want no man. I'm going to go to women. She went to women. And guess what happened? She attracted the same energy even in a woman. She attracted the same, that's deep. She attracted the same energy even in a woman. So a serial dater of men always had a problem with men, always got treated bad and all these other things, had to leave a relationship for another relationship, and after a while got tired of men and swore off all men and went to a woman or women, and eventually one of those women killed her on camera. So again, my message, if you don't fix yourself, you're always going to have the same problems with you, because the problem is in you. Part of the problem is in you. I'm not saying blame yourself for everything that went wrong in your relationship, but find out what it is in you that attracted that type of energy to you, or that had you being the way you were. It is you. It is in you. Sad to see. The news reporter says that a lot of people in the neighborhood talk about the couple, right? And they would fight, like outside, fight, loud fight. And they would fight all the time. In one of those relationships where you drag your partner and your partner drag you to, like physically drag each other sometimes, and then make up tomorrow. And the same people that watch you fight and get bloody and punch the daylights out of each other's face are the same people that are around to see you kissing and hugging and making up the next day. So this is not about a particular lifestyle. I'm not talking about, oh, them are lesbian, them said that's people's business. I don't care. I feel them business that if you feel like you're a woman and you need a woman, go right ahead. Live your life. You have your life to live. If you feel like you're a man and you need a man, go right ahead. Satisfy yourself, tickle your fancy, whatever you want to do. You have your life to live. I have my life to live, and I have to be accountable for me and only me, right? I'm accountable for my children until they get to a certain age. That's just reality. That's life. So this ain't about the lifestyle, but some people are confused. And some people really think that if they switch sides, things will be better on the other side. And it's not. Mitzi says she carried a sign on her which attracted predator. I don't know what that is. Something going on here in the comment section. Let me go visit this comment section. It's Friday morning, people. We up here, man. Like I said, give yourself a round of applause. You made it Monday to Friday. It's another week down. Time is flying by. Our legends are passing, which tells me that time is very limited. Leanna Damon says, Leanna Damon says, why do they want to be the same gender as the people who abused them? I'm confused. Same gender as the people who abused them. I don't know where that's coming from. I would have to go deeper into this conversation, but Adina Howard is Jamaican. Yes, I'm talking about, not Adina Howard. Stop. Diana King. Thank you, Mitzi. Thank you. That was a big blunder on my part. Diana King. Adina Howard was a singer that, man, Adina Howard she was sultry and sexy, you know, bad sister. That's another part of my childhood right there, growing up. But not Adina Howard, Diana King. It was Diana King. Diana King actually said in an international interview that in Jamaica, they are more concerned. She said you can, if you molest girls, little girl, rape children, stuff. People are willing to overlook that before they overlook anything else. You know, you could get away with it because there's a culture behind it that's interwoven into Jamaican culture. And a lot of Jamaicans burn her out, you know. The fire, the flames, and the torches came out. Oh, this lesbian bitch, one way I go, my girl. Stop calling up Jamaican names. Blah, blah, blah. You're trying to make us look bad. Forget these are all these other things. And it wasn't so be the case. It was just her own personal experience she was talking from, and she was talking reality. And as hard as it was to accept, people were more to gravitate towards, you know, the Jamaican crowd can be very harsh sometimes. So people were more gravitating towards a lesbian man, a woman you want, they would just go say you want, they would woman and stop going like Jamaica did you something. And the lady is telling you that I'm born and raised in Jamaica, and I was raped multiple times as a little girl growing up, you know, and little girl, mid-age girl into older adults. And as soon as I got a chance to get up out of there, I was out of there, and I have nothing but traumatic memories. Like I'm disassociating myself really with that part of growing up in Jamaica. A lot of us have fond memories of growing up in Jamaica, like me, run through the banana walk and these kind of things, and go outside and pick all kind of fruits, kneesberry, star apple, rose apple, you know, peel orange right off the tree, pick it and peel it, bust the cocoa them open and eat the inside, the same thing they used to make cocoa, and all these other kind of things. When apple season come in, climb tree, walk with my little bag, full up my pocket them, teeth people mango, these kind of things. That's not her memories. That's not her cachet of memories. Her memories are different, and I think she has the right to speak her truth without being abused, verbally abused on social media for speaking her truth from people who claim to be so patriotic. Yo, don't say nothing about Jamaica, but that's how Jamaicans are, though. You better not. I told people this before. Listen, if you are a Jamaican and you talking to me and I'm Jamaican and we both talking about, yeah, man, you know, so things frig up on my yard right now. You know, Jamaica just a run away. The place look, you know what I'm saying, this and that. Don't you dare, if you are a foreigner, jump in that conversation and talk about, yeah, Jamaica is garbage, and you will get it from both of them. So Jamaicans can talk about Jamaica, but it's an underlying thing, and that's how we do. So the worst things in our culture come to the forefront by somebody who made it to fame and notoriety, and she decides to use that platform to not only speak her truth, but try to help other little Jamaican girls growing up open the eyes of the people, so the people see that this thing is happening, and it's happening a lot, and it's the stepfather, and it's the uncle, and it's the cousin, and it's even the brothers sometimes, and the own biological father sometimes. She was using her platform to do that. She got burnt. She got burnt bad. You know what I'm saying? And I don't remember. I have over 3,000 videos on YouTube now. I don't remember. I don't want to be a hypocrite. I might have been one of the people that burnt her, but at the same time, you know, I leave my truth in there as well. So I'll have to go back and look at those videos. And if I did, I hope I didn't, because I've grown on YouTube. I've been here more than half a decade, and people change over time. Your views change. You learn things. You know, you get wiser. If you're a grown person and you offended others in the past, and you can look back, especially if there is documentation of it, you should be able to look back and to genuinely apologize in front of everybody. Yeah, I spoke this way about you in the past. You know, I was a part of tarnishing your image in the past, verbally abusing you in the past on social media, and I apologize. I look now at what you said back then, and you made perfect sense. Perfect sense. You said it. Maybe I don't know if I was, but yes, there are those people out there. I don't know if no man. I don't know if I know any man that jump from woman to man. Oh, I'm tired of women. Can't take them no more. Every woman is the same. I forget. I'm starting to hate women. May I go with man? I don't know if any men that did that. Might have happened. All things are possible in the universe. What's in my cup this morning is mint tea. No sugar, no cream, just mint tea. And shout out to my subscriber that taught me this. She said, SouFlo, on the comment section, if you don't want the tea bag to loss in the tea, because my tea bag always fall in my tea and I have to go dig it out, right? You digging the tea bag out, the hot tea. So she said, that's what this is for. Just wrap the tea bag around the cup handle and I don't lose my tea bag no more. You see that? We learn something new every day. So big, big up. Now, pum pum good, but ain't nothing like good wood. Who said that? Fiore Phoenix. I saw. I mean, just look down and see the comment there. She said pum pum good, but ain't nothing good like good wood. Well, sips tea. They all fade. Pum pum fade, good wood fade. They all fade. So, but I guess it's a joy to experience these things in your lifetime. If it's wood you're into and you experience some good wood, at least when you're old, you can say, boy, me have some good wood back in my time. You know, I can't remember. Me say the boy did go on with himself, you know. Go on with himself. Or if you're an old man and you're something does, then they look by your foot and can't get a lift or a rise anymore, and life as time has taken its toll. You know, you can look back and say, boy, what time you have a gap on the back and just tell you, Ali Bati, bro. Remember them? You have memories. You experience some good things in life. I don't know why people are so cliche to talk about sex. Like, sex brought all of us here. Unless they had a in vitro fertilization, something for you. And it's a very necessary part of life. It's a stress reliever. It's something that also brings about intimacy. And it can also be used as a weapon. It's a dangerous thing at times because, you know, we talk about the whole, we call it now, sharing of spirits and you housing somebody else's spirit. And this person is some suicidal maniac madness. And you wondering why you at home starting to act very out of character and different. These kind of things. So it can be very deep. The sex, that is, it can be very deep. No pun intended. But yeah, it's you, man. It's you. You find yourself in messed up relationships. A lot of the time, it has something to do with you. You see me? Nobody don't just haul off and punch you in your eye. Hi, good morning. I love you, honey. And just slap you in your face and start kick you and abuse you. These things gradually build. Facts. They gradually build. And because I'm sure if you're abuser who you invested time in, and some people have done it in multiple relationships and have been abused by multiple people, that by the time they meet somebody good, that somebody good is about to be a victim because all they want is revenge. They haven't said it to themselves yet, but in their mind, they've already made up their mind that all men are the same. So you coming in there, no, good old Charlie, you're going to love her right, treat her right. But her mind's already made up. All men are the same because the last 4, 5, 6 that she had dogged her out. Dogged her out. Had to do things that she thought she would never do or she would save for her husband one day. And, you know, she feels violated. Like certain things you don't do. Like Miss Kitty said, you give it up, but you don't give up all right. Some people get certain things. I don't know. I guess a man where you really like, but him not look like a future, you can give him a missionary. A man know where you say, yes, this I go somewhere and thing, you know, upon the third try, you bust out tobaccos and, you know, you give him some slappy tappy and I don't know, but some get some and some don't get, yeah. So they govern life like that. And then when you have some women have been pulled out, some people, period, mantle, have been pulled out to where, yes, if I go somewhere and we can open up now and them done gave so much of themselves, feel violated. So the next good person come along, you're not seen as good. You're not even given a chance to be seen as good. You about to get violated because the heart is cold now. And I'm trying to tell people that a lot of the times it has to do with you. So don't cease to look back. Look back at all your past relationships, what went wrong, and then look for where you played your role in it. That problem is still with you if you had not faced yourself yet and say, you know, so I have to fix myself. I could see why. I could see why my ex-husband cheated. My ex-husband cheated because, you know, he wanted head and I didn't want to give head. and he used to get a lot of head before he met me. And now I'm talking about I don't want no head. I'm not giving no head. And I used to give him head when we first started, you know, and now it's nothing going on there in the bedroom, and he's no longer attracted. So he went out and he got head other places. And then when he got head other places, I found out, you cheating bastard. You cheat. Okay. End of the day, you are failing to meet your partner's demands, and you took on something that's called marriage. And marriage is a great commitment, right? If you want to be free, single, and disengaged, or if you want to be a kind of person that always your way goes, then you date people, or you court people, or you engage when convenient at your own convenience, kind of thing. But marriage is a different kind of commitment. So you know, you could reflect and you could be like, well, certain things that a wife is supposed to do or should do, I wasn't doing. No, most people don't do that. They go to look for the next one, and they carry that same whatever it is with them. I'm not saying that's the problem. I'm just saying, giving an example. And they just bring their problems with them into the next relationship. It could be a man, and you're wondering, well, what happened to my wife? You know, why she left? Why? Well, you're friggin' aggressive as hell when you get mad, and the woman is always scared. You know, you punched her in her face one time. She gave you a chance. She came back. You never punched her again, but she was always afraid because you always act like you were going to punch her every time there was an argument. You know, you got to start. And okay, so this is a part of me that I have to fix. I can't go around abusing women and expecting them to stay with me, this kind of thing. So 5, 6, 7 people down the road, you meet these same people, and they have, if you haven't worked on yourself, you still the guy that punched females in her face when you get upset, or you still run upon her in an aggressive fashion and manner, intimidate her and that kind of stuff. When you're still, and you still the person who cheat, and you're still the person who does this. Every time you feel there's a problem in your relationship, your way of fixing it is to go find somebody else to get under or on top of, and that kind of stuff. You're not used to talking out things. You're the kind of person that pack and run. You're the kind of person that demolishes something that was building, just mush it down and leave it without working it out. You've always been that kind of person. You have to fix them things then. This thing that was caught on tape with this girl, the way she ran down on her, I could tell that's one of those kind of females that I talked about earlier. Like the ones from Brooklyn. She was from the Bronx. The ones from Brooklyn and the Bronx that post up like a dude. You know, they wear Timbs and jeans, baggy jeans, and even in today's age. Men clothing, really. Hoodie up, everything. And they post up hard like females. I could tell she's one of those kind of females. And she ran down the street like a real shooter. Like she did this before. On a public sidewalk in front of an establishment where in 2021, in the United States of America, you are pretty sure that there are cameras around. She just didn't care. She was hurting that much in herself, jaded that much, that I don't know. The girl probably leave her and gone back to man. Because now she decides, so, well, I guess it's the same thing. I was getting beaten by men, abused by men. I went to women. It happened the same damn thing. So I'm going back to man. And now you left this person feeling like, I thought you was a lesbian and you left me for a man. It's just like a man's wife leaving him for a woman. I don't care what any man tells you, but there's something there that kind of you, if that happens, right? Because you're like, but when she know when, you know, you go through your motions, you got to fix you. You got to fix you. Alicia Thornhill Augusta says this Peoria person, like he or she need help. Pretty Don, I love you. Fiore Phoenix says, Pretty Don, I love you. Well, I wish Pretty Don had talk. Who's Fiore Phoenix? I'm lost here. Nadine Gilbert says, good morning. Love is by choice, not possession or property. Yes, indeed. Being single is never out of season, ladies. Yes, indeed. And I talk about that all the time too, just for not just women, for women and men. It's okay to be alone. Go be alone and figure yourself out. Figure out if this is what I really like, this is what I really need, my faults. When you get to the place in life where you can look yourself in the mirror with no one else around, just you can label out all your faults and you can say, okay, I'm weak in this area, I need to fix this. This I'm working on, this is my real weakness. I'm trying, but I can't, but I'm working on it. You're starting to work on becoming a better you. Until you get to that point, you will always have the same bag of problems that you have. And don't matter what relation, you could go with a donkey, you could go with a horse, you could go with a camel or a mule, you could go with a pig or a cow. You're still going to have the same issues because you haven't fixed you. All right? Fury Phoenix, he is out there. A lot of us good guys out there. Dead would laugh. I guess somebody is saying there ain't no good men out there. Somebody says that's what happened to me once, bro. Fury Phoenix says the one pretty done, the only pretty done will live in Florida. I know a pretty done that live in Florida. That's the CEO of Mad Swag Entertainment. He is also who they call a pimp because he got a lot of hoes. You know what I mean? A very eccentric dude, real street dude, certified in Florida. One like a red man. And him have some crazy hairstyle more time. I know that Pretty Don. And I also know Pretty Don from Facebook, the brawling Pretty Don. Will talk how she talk. And look like a man sometime and then look like a woman sometime, Pretty Don. So that's why I'm asking. I know multiple Pretty Dons and they're both in Florida. So that's why I'm asking which Pretty Don you talking about. See? I am not an aggressive woman, Tanza said. People need to have self-control and be mentally fit to deal with separation. People need to have self-control and be mentally fit to deal with relationships. Listen, when you get into a relationship, you have to understand that, you know, when you're single, you don't have to account to anybody where you going, who you going with, when you coming back, what were y'all doing when y'all went where you went. You don't have to answer to nobody. Soon as you get in a relationship, you not only have to think about your own feelings, you now have to think about another human being's feelings. Did I say something the wrong way? They're offended. What did I do to offend that person? Then you start walking around thinking, well, if I say this, I know it's going to bring about a fight, so I can't say it the way I would say it because that's how I would usually say it. But now I got to fix the way I say things to say it this way because you got to be caught. There's so much that goes into. So people have to be mentally fit to be in a relationship, period. Period. Forget the breakup. Yes, people got to be mentally fit to deal with a breakup as well and have to find more reasonable ways to deal with a breakup. Because right now you got women, boy, I don't know, it's especially in Jamaican culture, again, call me a Jamaican, but especially in Jamaican culture, I know it seems like a lot of the men, because a lot of the times, the cases that we see with women getting killed, a lot of them are a lover or an ex-lover. And the backstory so often is she wanted to leave. Now somebody wants to leave you. Somebody wants to leave you. This person came into your life willingly, went along with whatever plans and shenanigans you had willingly, and now they want to leave and they can't leave. That's crazy. So the woman says, I want to leave. This not work out. I'm tired of the beating, tired of this. And instead of fixing yourself, you decide to kill the person if they leave. That's some warped mentality. Listen, that's some warped, mad people something this. This is straight mad people something. This is crazy. Imagine this. Someone walks into your life willingly. The people then did good. They had their life before they met you. Nobody was trying to kill them before, right? Or we don't know. But they walk into your life willingly. And here you are. Now you beat and abuse or cheat and abuse or verbally abuse or do whatever you did and they can't take it no more. Hell, you might not have even done anything. People just grow apart sometimes. And it gets to the point where you realize you're with somebody totally different than who you started out with and you're not attracted to this new person and you got to go. It goes like that. You have to keep the reality that you don't control other people's feelings and emotions and whatever. Some people, you go to bed Monday night, you wake up Tuesday morning, the person who you are with, who you're madly in love with, has discovered someone else that they are now madly in love with or infatuated with. Because you know you have the same back in the day. We have the phone. Wife get mad, husband get mad. Me I sleep in that next room. They're in there on Facebook or looking for potentials. They're in there on Instagram, admiring. They're in there on, you know what I'm saying? So right away you start cheating. That type of thing. But boy, may I tell you, somebody says I want to leave you, and instead of you asking, why do you want to leave me? I care about you so much, I want to know why you want to leave me. If not for saving this relationship, for fixing myself so that the next relationship I get into, coming on, stop there with woman because you want to leave. I would prefer it to be you. Tell me my faults so I can work at fixing them, right? No. May I kill you? That's crazy. I can't even fathom how somebody get to that part where they start to think that. May I go kill you if you left me? Well, she did kill her. She did kill her. She moved on. She was tired of the abuse. She wanted to leave. And it was a woman to a woman. It wasn't a man to a woman. These stories do get swept under the rug to a lot when it's a woman on woman. I remember Muta Baruka saying something like, in the business with gay people and them business, right outside there, he was doing an interview and he said, right outside the, me come in like evening, coming at the studio, and some of them out there fight. Yeah, a group of Batman out there fight. And they're fighting each other. Mr. Pastor man come inside. But if you see one time the thing ready to get bloody, nobody chop up and stab up them more than themselves. So the aggression, the with which they get mad and fight each other and all that, you know. So it ain't about the sexuality in the relationship. It's about you. It's about you. So whether you go straight or you go lean or you go bend or you go cursive, it's still gonna be you and your problem. Fix you. Fix you. Omega Dreads says it's haunting ways human can become inhumane. I'm not paying attention to the comment section. Somebody's saying, please block this Fury Phoenix person. What are they keeping up in here? Tanza, are you serious or are you just playing me? Oh, la, la. Fury Phoenix, behave yourself. Behave yourself. I've had possessive before and I got away from them ASAP. That's Mrs. Nia. When they change, Mrs. Nia, you know what? Sometimes people who say, and I'm not saying you're that, but it bugs me out to talk to a person and you're like, you know, somebody that is possessive, somebody that is this and that, and they'll look at you and they'll go, yeah, I can't stand those kind of people, but they're that exact kind of person. So the inability to be reflective, the inability to look at one's own self, people do it all the time. I sit up here and I talk about stuff and the same people then will say, yep, SouFLo, may I tell you, and I had one of them one time and this, and I was this, and they're the same type of person. So that's why I say it takes time and you have to step away from all that and go look by yourself. Because trust me, whatever it is that is coming to you, you're attracting, you've had it in your life, you brought it there. As an adult, you pulled that energy into you and you entertained it for a while. That's why it stayed for a while. Here people are talking about me in this 3-year relationship and 2.5 of it, beer beating, beer fight, beer cheating, beer this. That was you entertaining that type of energy. You were fanning that flame, finessing that flame for 2.5 years. Laws of attraction is real. Thank you, Tara J's Blogs and Dialogues. Yes, laws of attraction is real. You pulled that thing in. Enough people right now are saying, I don't know what you're talking about. Hell no. Listen, my ex was beating my ass and I ain't did nothing. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. You did. You need to listen more than be reactive and defensive. You pulled that energy into you. And while it was happening, you were going through your emotions. What the hell? Why do I deserve this? Is this? But you kept the flame there. That's why you're talking about years of it happening. You kept the flame there. You finessed the flame. Some part of your soul wanted that and was attracted to that. You see, when you look at yourself and you're like, I don't want nothing like this in my life. Now you're on the road. Now you're on a journey to a better you. I don't want none of this in my life. And you start working at making sure that none of that is in your life. It's sad to see her go, but you know how I do over here on SouFLoTV. I use these things as an example, a starting point, because it's real. It's real. It doesn't get any realer than that. Seeing a human being run up to another human being who they used to be in love with and execute them, headshot on video camera in broad daylight. Somebody said she could have at least wore a corona mask. She came out full face. Why do we not date first? Why is sex first? Then later find out this is not for you. That's what a lot of people do. Sex comes first. And you know what that is? That's your inability to control your sexual urges. Yeah, go on good, you know, woman go on good with herself. She say, yeah, me let go off of the dirty boy, Tony, moving right along. And she give herself a little 2-3 months, a little tun tighten back up so, and it start jump on her and she feeling, you know, she's human. She feel things is a man and same thing. You know, you're getting the same kind of urges and feelings and going from the dirty girl Barbara and moving on to better. Cause Barbara dog me out, spend out all of my money on the boy next door named John where I laugh with me every day. John D in my house, I ride it. You know, you shame, you everything, yeah. Move on, moving right along. As soon as you meet that next person, here goes your sexual urges again. This is your test. And you fail miserably. And usually the person who these people hook up with, watch how deep this is. Usually the person who these people hook up with is someone else coming from a similar situation, has not taken long enough time to process out all that was put in them from before, right? Them still carry the X spirits and all these things. And this lust and attraction, plus, you know, after a while, you want the thing. And boom, before you know it, sex again. Married souls again. And you're in it again. And both of you are trying to fake it from the beginning. I'm going to wine you and dine you and 69 you and take you everywhere you want to go in life. And I'll be here for you forever, honey. I'll never leave you, all this other stuff. And then a couple months down the road, then my pop clothes on and it's all over again. So yeah, it's that deep and you do attract these things into your life. You know what I said? So it's all you, man. When we getting the same result that not good in our relationship, we need to look into ourselves. Facts. True SouFlo, they are reprobate. I saw. Ken Prosper said, at Big Woman doing some weird. Me grew up with all women, so me know. Laugh out loud. It's just humans. That's why when my boy they say, when you see me as a looking like my last year, me no lost me just a looking at my thoughts, yeah. That song there, free something some people do me not the past. Long before the COVID thing, enough for them I wear a mask. True thing, man. This is why me not like humans. So it's humans 69 that will do it. Omega Dreads Gaming Channel says 69 that will do it. That seal up the thing. That is problems after, right? I love you, girl, and I'm here if you want to cry, but God has you, or okay, trust me, God has for you. Yeah, you have to fix up yourself, or you will continue to attract the same. You'll run around in a circle, and after a while, it's just like, this is my life. It's either you're gonna accept it or you're gonna say, no, this can't be my life. This can't be my life. I have to. Okay, me no want nobody. It rough. It rough. Some people, listen up. It's hard. How many people in this room have gone a whole year being celibate? Raise your hand. Raise your hand. You know, somebody that means very much to my platform is asking me to kick out this Peoria person out the room. And I can't catch the comments. I can't catch the comments. Why? So by a show of hands, you have done. Don't lie to yourself now, because remember, you don't have to say to impress me, I can't see you in your adult life. But I'm talking about when you did a picnic. In your adult life, because someone start from picnic, including me. But in your adult life, have you ever gone a whole year untouched? Not touch nobody. Me talk about not even that. Because you know people start to break it down different. Well, I did play with it, and we did kiss, but never put it in and never. Me not talk about that. You never had no sexual contact whatsoever. Completely celibate. Blows and skirts, 4 years and 3.5 years. We have some monk and some monks in here. 7 years and counting. Real and come again, Yannick Pearson. Why? The people them with the 4 years and the 7 years. Why? I have got Karen. Karen, you just a fool. You fool me now, Karen. Me not believe you. Me not buy that, Karen. For what? Call life sweet. 10 years? No, man. You went overboard. I said take some time to yourself. I didn't say take a decade. But sometimes it take a decade, you know, we are joke and we are laugh, but sometimes it take a decade to fix yourself. Sometimes it take a decade to find yourself. Sometimes it take a decade to sort yourself out properly. And when people say sort yourself out properly, we're talking grown people sort out. That means get your education or your business off the ground, get yourself financially secure. That say you don't have to depend upon somebody else, because some people end up in messed up relationships because every relationship they've been in, they've been a sponger. They've been somebody who someone had to take care of. And people take liberty when you contribute nothing and them have to take care of you. After a while, it's like, hey, I can't do anything with your car, my money I spend. Yeah, so I kick you over there, so I bounce you back over here. So them kind of something there. So getting yourself together can take a decade. But God Almighty, man, 10 years with nothing? Come talk to me. We have to talk. We have to talk. Why 10 years? And the next person there, why 7 years? This is 7 years and 10 years with no, you're not even, is a woman may I talk to? Let me make sure it's a woman may I talk to before I'm going to talk, but you're not even grab the wood or nothing, and it's a man. So let me make sure it's a woman I'm talking to, right? Come talk to me. Let me fix the comment section there. Hold on. Come have to figure out why. I mean, I'm encouraging you to stay alone till you fix yourself, but from gurus like these in our midst, we have to learn like why and how. That's what I want to know. Monk Squad. May I tell you, Mrs. Neil, Monk Squad, 6 and 7 and 10. No, sir. True thing, the woman focus on them youths. Yeah, I've seen some women do it. I've seen, that's why I miss a shout out to the woman them. I say, woman, you know, man left them. They said, okay, woman have 2 girls. I think one was on my channel for a while, had 2 girls, and never the girl them reached college age now, gone off, flew the coop, are out to school now. Off one, I think she said one just got her bachelor's and she's going on to her master's. The other one, I get ready to graduate with her bachelor's. She put her children through college, everything, and none of her daughters can say they ever saw her with a man. You know what she said? She said, it doesn't mean I didn't have a man, SouFlo. It doesn't mean I wasn't active with a man, because I'm a woman with needs. But none of her daughters can say they ever saw. That means she never bring no man in at the house. And she said she didn't want to do it because of the situation before, you know, the volatile situation before that her children were in with their father in the house. You know, a bag of drama and everything. And she didn't want to mess up their childhood and all that. So she focused on her kids. And that takes some strength. That takes some strength. It's even harder to have somebody and then not bring them around, because that takes years of careful coordination and precise planning. Well, the kids are going to be here at this time, so you can't. And then if the kids pop up, it's like, hey, we have to recancel, we have to cancel and reschedule, because, you know, to put that much effort, yo, them people there, I bow to you. I bow to you, them people there, because that take a lot of effort. And to put all that, you know, some people do it for a little while, and then after that, boom, man in the house, and the kids have to wake up and look for a new man in the house. I wonder if the same thing is gonna happen again, because you know, mama ain't fix herself. You know, mama crazy. She go off the hinges and start saying stuff. I wonder if she's gonna hit this one and force this one to hit her back like she did with the last one. You know what I'm saying? So the kids get anxieties too, because they know you more than anybody else. Them the same kids that you talk to in the house where nobody sees you. Ah, Miss Bennett, she, all Warren gal. And Miss Bennett call and them watch mommy say, what, Miss Bennett? Long time I hear from him today. I think about you, you know. Yes, me did just mention your name. You're gonna live long, you see. And they pick them and say, mommy is a hypocrite, you know. You see all them things about herself, she not fix. And she have new man in her house or new woman in her house. Right? She gone from man to woman now. Now me have a mommy and a mommy. These kind of things. So fix yourself. Fix yourself. It's so flow. Enough of them are lie and I pretend hide and dash it out until they get caught, and they didn't have to get caught. It's true. They run their mouth about no man. Can I tell you? Can I tell you? That's why I don't want to talk to the person who said, I believe it was Pearson, who just said 7 years. For me, 7 is the number of fulfillment. See? And I change up my life every 7 years. So when we say 7, like a mad boy like L.A. Lewis, when we say that's 7, things must change every 7 years. If you've been doing, this is a rule that I live by. If you've been doing the same thing for 7 years and you haven't mastered it yet, and it hasn't started to grow like fruition or something positive coming out of it, then left it alone. You might have to either do it a different way or might have to leave it all together and go do something else. But 7 years is the number of fulfillment for me. So when me hear somebody say 7 years, and the person just says 7 years, I'm gone, so. Bella Mariposa, good morning. Bella Mariposa says, good morning. Have a great day, Mr. SouFLo and viewers. Blessings to all. Workflow, the door, my destination. All right. Enjoy yourself. Bella, have a wonderful weekend. And thank you for stopping by. Some people say, what? Many parents underestimate their children. They understand. They need to be careful who they expose their children to. That's facts. You know, enough parents think that the child is dumb and dunce or docile and don't really know what's going on. And those children know what's going on way earlier than you think they do. You were a child one time. You remember the things that you found out when you found them out, you know, and this generation is even more exposed. These newer generations from when you were a child are even have been more and more and more exposed. So the kids know and understand what's going on. They might not have the capacity to deal with it emotionally wise, to process out the situation, which is what makes it dangerous and confusing for them. Where you as an adult can rationalize, a child is just inundated with all this stuff that's going on and trying to live child life under authority plus figure out how to deal with all this other stuff you've placed in their life. So yeah, Ken Prosper says at Pure Phoenix, I learned from that from in my 20s. Now me have 50 laugh out loud. One cook, one wash, then turn it round, it ready back again. Me granny. Then Shabba never tell you that from long time, man. It can't done, it can't done. One wash, then you turn it down. Big woman says, true story. Had a friend that said she wasn't doing nothing. She got sick, went to clean her house, found 2 bullets, 1 rabbit, and 3 massage vibrators. Wait, when you said 2 bullets, me there I think gunshot. I was. She said true story. I had a friend. The person is not coming back with the 7 year comment. The person said, "Me send me there I think gunshot." Me I said, "When put somebody I try OBRR send a message." Did they cut the rabbit's throat or what? She found went to clean her house and found 2 bullets, 1 rabbit, and 3 massage vibrator. When I reach a massage vibrator, I realized that the bullet and the rabbit. Hey, is that being celibate though? Is that's being celibate? It is, isn't it? Hey, oh no, forgot my meds. Help me out, somebody. That's being celibate. When you say celibate, it means that you are not having any form of intercourse, not even to yourself. See? So you're not boss, no gun. You're not arriving at the big O. You're not. You're not doing none of that. That's what celibate means, because that act in itself has a certain energy to it. And what it is in celibacy is you're supposed to starve out that energy. You're supposed to control that energy. It is an energy that most humans have barely any control over. See? Think about it. Enough people get in trouble, and what they get in trouble for, or what led them to trouble, it was that sexual energy. So celibacy is not entertaining that energy at all. Am I wrong or right? Now, you see, for the people who've been talking about 7 years, 4 years, right now, when I just said that, they in the comment section talking about, nah, that's not right. That's celibacy. I can use my rabbit and my bullet. That's still celibacy. They're not letting go. That dung that's off again, please. Period. And so you've never been celibate. Just admit that. You can't be on the celibate bus. You have to come off this stop right here. Drive off. Let off the one. You're not celibate. You were not. You were playing in the things. All right, with the something. So stop. All right. You guilty. But that's what celibacy is. It's the principle of the energy behind it. You see me? It's the principle of controlling that energy. Enough man get in trouble because the tonton lead him down the way there. And now he's in big problems. Mash up in marriage for how many years? Yeah. Pastor in his life, cause wife gone to church and counseling and all these things. It's the energy that you're supposed to try to control. So every time you think about doing it, like, I don't need no man, I'm still using my little rabbit and stuff. You're supposed to stop and say, no, I'm going to put this energy into something else. 8 hours a day, I want to do that. I think 8 hours a day, I should be thinking about starting a new business, getting myself financially secured, building a legacy, something, other than playing with my front kind of thing. So it's, if you were in it, if you were wiki, scratchy, if you were scratchy and wiki, and if you were, you weren't in it. You're not celibate. You have never been celibate. No, that's play on a serious note. Vibrate a mash up relationship, my brother. Told me his ex wanted him to perform like one buzz. Oh no! It's the freaking weekend. His ex wanted him to perform like one. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? I'm gonna practice the vibration. Cause we can't do them thing there. We can't do them thing there. On a serious note, now that you said that, everyone said vibrate and mash up a lot of things. A brother said to me, say, SouFlo, me don't have no problem with my woman I use it. The only thing I have is me don't know what she use because me can tell when she use it. Because when I go there, me like to feel like a tightness. See? But when me go, me just drop in at the hole. So me start think all kind of things. Was it a vibrator that was really there, or did one next man ram it out and left it so? For me, I know me coming there and it's like, yeah. So that was his only problem. And on that note, I would say to the ladies who like their toys, go ahead and enjoy yourself, but know what you're doing. If you have a man and you have your toys, don't finish out the something with the toy. Left something for the man. On behalf of the brothers, I'm appealing, especially the good brother them who don't not care if you have your toy. Yeah, plus what's a man with travel now and go for work, yeah, truck driver or whatever. You're gonna be gone for a week and 2 weeks and 3 weeks at a time, and you know, wife you can't hold it. She feel like she can't hold it, she a ball, she feel like big up double magnum. She feel like she have to go do something to the something. And you don't see no problem with that, right? Once you know she can turn up for you and send you little videos and these things while you're up on the road and cater to your freaky side. Good woman. And good man, he's no business about that. He believes that you are a person and you have needs too that should be met. But I'm saying, don't go overboard, because that's the only thing that brother was complaining about. He did not complain about how there's something does out when time him reach there. And him just knows that, you know, she just done it out with the something. Left some for the man. Left some for the man. That's another way that those things can destroy your relationship. Because every time the man reach and is a good man and him got it and him like just drop in, so come on now. You don't know how the thing go already. You know how the thing go already. Boy, it's serious out there. Woman over 50 get a toy. Hold on there. What is that say? Somebody say what? Omega Brown says, women over 50 get a toy. It's serious business. Don't make the well run dry. It's your health. It sounds like a commercial. Women over 50 get a toy. It's serious business. Your health is at stake. How we not have to do it? Boy, SouFLo say it again louder for those in the back. Yes, big woman. May I tell you, mash up them things with something and then expect man to go in there go do. Me can't vibrate. God did not create me that way. I never come with the vibrate feature. Maybe a next man who is from a different generation, because you know it seems like the generation them born different, right? So maybe they are more advanced futuristically. The newer generation, you might not get one of them man there when him born with the vibrate switch. Me never born with one, so I won't be able to compete. Okay, and I'm not rubber. I have feelings. Me something I go feel something. So sometimes it's like a bit pew pew wing 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 wing. I just saw it go. See, man is not a rubber. I have feelings. Hey, listen up. The tongue can't vibrate. No, sir, it can't. It can't. It cannot. It can only do what I can make it do, and the vibrate not did it. Yeah, what point? On that note, I'm gonna left this one as before I start dig a hole for myself and can't come out of it. So have a wonderful, prosperous, happy weekend. People, be safe out there. Please make sure that you surround yourself with people that you love, but more importantly, make sure it's some people that loves you back. Yeah. And the message of the morning, it's okay to be alone. All right. Nobody gonna let that little something that lead you into something else that's gonna lead you to your demise or to pain and sorrow tomorrow. All right. Work on fixing yourself. Enjoy your weekend. The weather is getting lovely in most places. My people in South Florida, right here, the weather look like it turn up. Florida's weather has been treating us like the lottery lately, just throwing out random numbers. You know, one day we get 35 and then 47, 35, 47, 79, 84, 20, 76, 54, 30. So a madness are going. But let's hope it's a wonderful weekend this weekend and it stays somewhere in the 80s. It was 89 degrees to 92 degrees yesterday. Wonderful. That means enough swimming and playing with the family and these kind of things. Bless up to each and every one of you. Thank you for being here. And I will catch you on the next video. And I have a lot of videos coming over the weekend, so stay tuned to the channel. All right. One love, my people. And walk good. Walk good. Keep a smile on your face too, man. Life is short. Rest in peace to Shock G. Rest in peace to Black Rob. And rest in peace to DMX as well. And to everybody out there who's lost someone, rest in peace to your loved ones as well. All right. Life short. Be careful though. But play. I'm out. Peace.